Hello everybody, LT Outdoors here, and I'm excited to talk about a new product that I will be testing here shortly. So I'm not gonna give you a rating on this product just yet because I don't like to do that until I know for sure that it's great. But I have a feeling it's going to be an excellent reel. I just got the Piscifun Alijoz 400 reel. Now this will be the first, basically, big fish reel that I've ever owned. I'm really excited about that because if you guys follow me enough, you know that I went after Musky last year and it was a riot, but I did it with my bass rod and reel. So I am looking forward to actually having a Musky setup, which this is going to be my Pike and Musky setup. It comes in a really nice box. All of the Piscifun stuff does. It comes with instructions on teardown and stuff, which is nice because then you can, after putting a bunch of use on it, you can go through and make sure you put fresh grease and oil in it, and then Piscifun also always comes with a nice bag. I really like that. Now, I'll probably never use the bag because I'm just always too busy fishing with this stuff. So really, the things that I get never really get a break, but it is nice to have. It's a nice little pull string bag here that you can put your reel in. That way you can keep it from getting messed up. Now, like I said, this is a large reel. This is made for big fish. It's also saltwater ready from what I've seen. Again, this is the Alijoz 400. Check this bad boy out. Really big, okay? It's not only a heavy-duty reel itself, but look at that handle. I mean, that is wicked. Now, I watched a couple musky videos today, and I was surprised. I seen a guy that had almost the same thing you see on those like cordless drills that have that little handle on the side. This guy had one of those on his rod. I thought that was crazy. But I'll tell you, musky are insane. The way they hit so hard and they fight even harder. But what's cool is, what I love, this is like a very large spool, okay, which is nice because you can add that extra line. Also, you can have heavier line. It shows right here on the bottom that for braid, you can have 80-pound test braid and it'll hold 165 yards. That's a lot of heavy braid. Also, it says for 17-pound mono, 270 yards. That's a lot of line. On your normal, everyday fishing reels, you're looking at around 110 yards of monofilament, and that's usually like 10-pound test. So, yeah, this is definitely a large spool. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably get some 50-pound test Power Pro braid. That is my all-time favorite braid. I'm going to order some of that to put on here, and I'm going to rig this bad boy up with that 50-pound Power Pro braid. It's going to be excellent. The nice thing about Power Pro, and I mean most braid companies are like this, but you buy 50-pound and it comes out to be like the same thickness as, let's say, 20, probably less than that even, but it's really nice. It's thin for something being that heavy, but it definitely gets the job done. But I'm going to rig this up with that. I do want to make sure before I start using this, I need to get a really nice, I want to get either a heavy or medium heavy bait casting rod set up for this. Probably, I'd like to get a longer one around 7 foot. But that's what I'm going to rig this bad boy up with. You're probably also going to see me using this in the fall for salmon. I think this is going to be a fun salmon reel. But just like all the other new age bait casters, you've got your magnetic drag system or magnetic stop system over here. And then you've got your drop. This is the nut right here that you adjust to go with the drop. Now what I do, everybody asks me how you rig up, or how do you basically tune these in to where they're not going to get a bird's nest. Very easy, okay, especially nowadays. Back when I was a kid in the 80s and we had these bait casters, they were way different. It was so hard to cast them without making a mess. You had to really be good with your thumb and knowing when to stop it. However, these new age ones are basically really hard to tangle up. Let's just say that. Especially once they're dialed in, I'd be surprised if you get a tangle. I still do every now and then on my loose, but only if I'm throwing into the wind. And that's because your line is going slower than your spool, so you will get backlash. But like I said, I'm going to get a new rod to rig this baby up with. Look at this. The reel handle is phenomenal. I love that it's heavy duty. That way you can really put your back into it. Because I've personally bent regular reel handles before fighting big fish. But like I said, to set this baby up, what I recommend doing, I don't even mess with the magnet to start with. The very first thing I do is, tie on a lure, whatever size you feel like you're going to be using mostly, and loosen this nut. Okay, loosen it up, hit the button, and you want it, basically rig it up until the lure goes real slow. You want a slow drop, okay? If it's dropping really fast, chances are you're going to get a tangle. So basically just loosen this nut, hit your button, and loosen this nut until the lure just slowly starts to drop. Once you get that drop just right, then you're pretty much set. But then you want to set the magnet. I like to start mine about halfway through, which I don't know what this one goes up to. Most of them will go 10, but yeah, this goes to 10 as well. So what I would do is I'd just set this baby at 5 to start with, make your cast, and you'll know right away when you cast this, it shouldn't bird nest at all on you because you've already at least got the magnet somewhat set. But cast this baby and watch as the spool spins, because if it's over spinning in the air, you'll see that it's starting to get loose in there. Then just tighten that magnet up a little bit more. That's all you got to do basically to tune these in. It's very easy. This is an 8-to-1 gear ratio, which is really good. I mean, it's smooth as heck. Look at that. And what's crazy about baitcasters is, like, one full turn of this has already spun this like 3 times. Like, they reel things in so fast, which is really nice. But again, you're gonna see this really soon, guys. I need to get a good rod first. I don't want to just go half butt on this thing. I want to get her rigged up nice. But I'll have that 50-pound braid on there, as well as the new rod. So again, check this out though, guys. This is the Piscifun Alijoz 400. The 400, it's a big spool, but I like that. Yeah, make sure you check that out. I'll drop the link, and I will drop the product number and stuff in here. So thanks again for watching. Get ready, because I'm going to be getting some musky in on this bad boy.